New York as a dozen protesters rallied outside. CBS shareholders wrapped up their annual meeting in less than 30 minutes Tuesday without dealing with the sexual misconduct investigation of ex-CEO Les Moonves and whether he will get his $120 million golden parachute. The board members quickly elected a revamped 11-member board and then adjourned, leaving the Moonves mess to the new board to decide by the end of January whether he will get his rich severance package. The board will also have to chart a path for CBS to recover from the scandal. About a dozen protesters gathered on the street outside the meeting, holding such signs as "CBS don't reward sexual abuse" and "$120 million? Les doesn't deserve more." The board of directors has all the information they need to fire him with cause and to deny him the $120 million golden parachute, said Natalie Green of Ultraviolet, an online organization dedicated to fighting sexual assault and sexism in the public and private sectors. She urged the board to send a message that they stand with survivors of sexual abuse and they will hold abusers accountable. Moonves was ousted in September after the New Yorker published allegations from 12 women who said he subjected them to mistreatment that included forced oral sex, groping and retaliation if they resisted. The network launched an investigation with 2 outside law firms that is due to be complete by January 31st. The New York Times reported last month on additional accusations of sexual assault against Moonves, and also obtained a draft report on that investigation. It found Moonves committed multiple acts of serious non-consensual sexual misconduct. Citing the report, the Times said he deleted numerous text messages and was evasive and untruthful at times. The investigators issued a statement saying their work was still in progress, and a lawyer for Moonves denied any wrongdoing. Because the investigation is ongoing, there was really no point in discussing the allegations at the shareholders' meeting, said Porter Bibb, a former media executive now with the advisory firm MediaTek Capital Partners. He said any mention of Moonves would have put pressure on the board to remark on the severance before the investigation results were in. Moonves had been one of the most admired power brokers in the entertainment industry. He was hailed for turning around the fortunes of CBS when he took over as entertainment chief in 1995, as he churned out such hits as 2.5 Men and Survivor. He was also one of the highest-paid executives in the nation, making about $70 million in each of the past 2 years. The official agenda for Tuesday's meeting had glowing praise for Moonves' 2017 performance, his last full year as CEO. The board lauded Moonves for positioning CBS for the digital future, growing its direct-to-consumer streaming business, and lessening its dependence on traditional advertising. It also described a management style that seems awkwardly at odds with the emerging allegations of his attempted interference in the sexual misconduct investigation. The agenda document lauded Moonves for his successes in management development and human resources, including developing diversity and inclusion programs. Dan Eden, an expert on severance issues and a professor at San Diego State University, said that given the reported findings of the investigation, there's pressure on the board to deny Moonves his $120 million severance. Any other outcome would likely provoke a backlash, he said. Under the terms of his employment contract, Moonves is entitled to the payout only if the investigation finds he was terminated without cause. Though Moonves could challenge a denial in arbitration, does he really want to prolong these steamy allegations in the public mind? Eaton said. The longer this drags on, the greater a percentage of his obituary will be devoted to this, and not to his impressive professional accomplishments. The Moonves scandal aside, the board will have a longer-term challenge determining the company's future. Shari Redstone, who controls both CBS and Viacom with her father, Sumner Redstone, attended Tuesday's meeting but did not speak. Shari Redstone has long advocated for a combination of CBS and Viacom. CBS opposes that because it is financially stronger than Viacom. As part of the agreement that led to Moonves' ouster and the board reshuffling, she agreed not to push for a combination for 2 years. That doesn't mean a surrogate couldn't take her place, however. So the board will have to decide if this is the best move for CBS.